Heck, basketball fans of the universe, another night of basketball talk. Tonight we're going to talk about Boston Celtics, who went up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a pretty good game, and the game came down to the wire. If Nas Reed would have hit that three, it would have broke every single Boston Celtics fan for the night. I mean, it was a Sunday night game. The Celtics came out, not the Celtics, Jaylen Brown came out with the haymakers, hitting the Minnesota Timberwolves left and right, left and right, left and right. But the Minnesota did fight back at the end, which made the score not just impressive, respectable also. Final score was 105 to 107. Obviously, Boston Celtics won, but as you guys see, the box scores 26, 4 and 8 for Jayson Tatum, and 29, 4 and 2 for Jayson Tatum. The Boston Celtics just have way too many weapons for people's likings, and the Minnesota Timberwolves, as you guys can see, they did have a lot of contribution throughout, their team. Edwards, 28, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and Dillingham, the kid. He had 14 off the bench. So these teams, when they play against each other, is really, really entertaining. And with the Boston Celtics, they basically just won their first championship. I mean, right now everything is all good and well because they just started winning. But let's just say they win the next two championships. The media and the fans is going to turn on this team. That's just how it goes. When a team first starts winning, everybody is gonna be, it's all fun and games. But once you win 2, 3 championships, it just becomes way different. People love you when you're on your way up. I mean, they've been winning a lot of regular season games, but it was the playoff success that everybody was waiting on, and now they are finally starting to get that respect that they deserve as a team. They just have so many weapons, and I've been saying it over and over again that this is not their complete roster. KP Porzingis, he haven't played yet, and can this team go for a three-peat in this new NBA era, where we saw the last 6 years we have a new champion every season? The last team that almost three-peated was the Golden State Warriors, which they had Kevin Durant. I mean, Kevin Durant got hurt 2019, but they did not complete the three-peat. Okay, that's the reality. They had Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and so many other role players. Is it possible for a team to win 3 championships in a row in this era? In my opinion, I don't think so, because the league is just too competitive right now. In my opinion, back in the days, you could have three-peated with like 2 superstars on your team, 2 all-stars. Okay, 1 all-star and 1 superstar. You can. But in today's NBA, if you look at it, it's basically December, right? At this point, we don't know which 2 teams is going to make it to the finals. A lot of people said the Boston Celtics is coming out the East, which that's a valid point, but we never know. Will they stay healthy? And in the West is wide open right now. You have Minnesota, you have Denver, you have OKC, you have which are you have the Clippers, you have Lakers, you have Phoenix. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm forgetting about Phoenix. And so that's like 7 teams already. The West is wild. But in this era of basketball, it's almost impossible for any team to make deep playoffs like the Bulls did in the 90s, the Lakers did in the early 2000s when they three-peated. Miami almost did it, but they lost to they lost to the Spurs in 2014. And they also lost to Dallas. And these were the numbers for tonight. The Boston Celtics shot 21 for 56, 21 3-pointers. They made 56. Free throws was 16 out of 21 for Minnesota. The Boston Celtics shot 12 for 15 free throws, 12 free throws. And Minnesota did dominate the offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. But when a team is making that amount of threes, it's just nothing you can do about it. And Ray Allen was in the building, as you guys can see. He was part of that championship team in 2008 with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. You know, I think Big Baby was in that team. No, Perkins was on that team. And people just didn't like the way he left Boston to go to Miami, which were their rivals during that time. It is what it is. I respect it. People are gonna, defend their favorite team. So we had Dallas Mavericks going up against Miami. Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley. They go into a little situation over there. But that happens. Joel Embiid was so fast to get on that bandwagon. Then we saw Jaylen Brown completely dominate the game. He came out crazy hot. I don't know what he had for breakfast or lunch. Then we had the Indiana Pacers, Pascal, doing his thing. They deserved, of course. They beat the Wizards as they should, Games like this is going to help you get inside the playoffs. These easy wins, you have to take that. Take the opportunity. Don't be like the Lakers. They let Orlando beat them that other night, which is insane. When you have a bad team coming, make sure you stomp them out. Clippers 125-99 against 76ers. James Harden back in the point. I want to see how this team looks when Kawhi returns, but that might never happen. Cavaliers came out on top against the Raptors 122-108. Ty Jerome had himself a night. 26 points, 6 assists. And man of the night, second man of the night, Cam Thomas, Brooklyn. They beat the Kings, which is kind of surprising, but it's in the NBA. In the NBA, anything can happen, Anything can happen. I think they said DeMar DeRozan is bringing the bad luck to the Kings with him, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much. Do not forget, hit that like button, subscribe. You know, we'll be back again tomorrow night. Hopefully somebody drop 50 points. You know how it is. Players are just so offensively gifted these days that any given night, 50 is the new 40. 50 point today would be like a 40 point back in the days. And you have to blame the NBA because they put the defender at a disadvantage. You cannot hand check, you can't touch nobody. As a defender, you're basically hopeless. You just follow the guy and hope they miss, you know? Yeah, we have a lot of exciting basketball coming this week. It's gonna be a movie, okay? Once again, thank you so much. Appreciate it.